Okay, so interesting thing. I've actually gone through the whole ritual and I just saw that it did not start. So we're going to go ahead and start over. Um, it's pretty strange that the way that this happened. So I am actually going to go ahead and get another couple candles. And then we're going to go ahead and start. I have to tell you, you missed an amazing ritual. I went through and talked all about how how I set up my altar and why. And I've already burned my release. So we're going to just go ahead and start over. And I guess if you figure we've been doing this for 3 months already, or 4 months, having one epic fail isn't a bad thing. So, starting over. In the event that you come to the ritual late, we need to cut you a door into the circle. If you see me, then you're in my circle. So I can't see you, so I don't know that you're that you're coming in late or not. So what you want to do is you want to take your fingers and point to the ground and cut open a door. Step through and then close the door again. That way you don't break the circle and everybody is still protected. If you can see me, you're in my circle. So for the ladies that are Zooming this, everybody is still within my virtual circle. It is tonight. This is going to go longer because it's late, having started, and we are also going to do the knot magic at the end of this. It is so I'm going to go ahead and I think I will talk about the altar the next moon, and we'll just go ahead and start with the circle. So I walk this circle once around to cleanse and consecrate the ground. I walk the circle once again. Between the worlds, all time can end. I walk this circle thrice this time, for the protection of the Lord and the Lady are mine. The circle is cast, so if you've come in, anybody that comes in now, this would be the time you need to cut your door in. So we're going to go ahead and start with calling in the elements. We're going to call them in starting with the east. The reason we do that is because that's where the sun rises, so that's the beginning. So, hail, guardians of the east, element of air. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Please bring with you a fresh breeze to clear out old stale energies and the ability for clear communication. We bid you hail and welcome. To the south, hail, guardians of the south, element of fire. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. We ask that you bring your gifts of warmth and sunshine to help the earth make her crops abundant. We bid you hail and welcome. To the west, Hail, guardians of the West, element of water. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Please bring with you your gifts of intuition and ease of relationships. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the north. Hail, guardians of the north, element of earth. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Please bring with you your gifts of stability in rocky times and abundance in rocky times. We bid you hail and welcome. Mother goddess of both moon and star, who rules all planets near and far, who rules the earth and all within, who sets the time our lives begin, who brings us happiness and mirth, who gives us value and self-worth. With ever-loving touch she gives unto this plane on which we live. We ask you for your presence here and hold you in our hearts so dear. We bid you hail and welcome. Okay, so the full moon was actually last night at about 10 o'clock. What I have discovered in doing these for as long as I have is that when the moon lands on a holiday, it's hard to go ahead and celebrate the moon. The full moon energy is a 3-day energy. You have the night before, the night of, and the night after. And it all has the same full moon energy. And so that's what we're doing tonight, is the night after, so that more people could join us. The moon entered into Capricorn with a lunar eclipse. This is the 3rd eclipse we've had in the last month and a half. It is the main influence on this lunar eclipse comes from the fixed stars that bring good fortune and happiness. They have an optimistic, philosophical, and intellectual influence. They also bring friendship, business success, and harmonious family life. This full moon is also influenced by a positive aspect between Mercury and Uranus. This brings exciting news, stimulating conversation, and new friends. So this full moon is a good time for resolving relationship problems and making new friends. Family life should be more harmonious and supportive, and you should have more personal freedom to try something new. The July lunar eclipse, or the June, let me start over. This July lunar eclipse, combined with the June 20th solar eclipse, forms an eclipse phase that will last until November 30th of 2020. The June solar eclipse brought an imbalance between personal freedom and responsibility, between self-expression and restriction. And this lunar eclipse that was yesterday will help with the flexibility and open-mindedness that are needed to adapt to changing conditions. So things should start getting a little bit easier, making new friends, learning how to make new friends in a different way should make life a little bit easier and help with the social restrictions that we have been enjoying. So once in a while, a cosmic energy transforms the energy of our entire planet in a major way. And that's what we're doing this year. For the first time in 32 years, Mars will be in Aries for a prolonged amount of time, the next 6 months. This is long enough to manifest anything that you set your minds to and totally turn our lives around. Things are now changing for the better. Mars and Aries are both dominant forces, and together they have a powerful impact on us. We'll be feeling stronger emotionally and physically and energetically. We will feel revitalized. Many of us have been through some pretty tough times over the first 6 months of this year. And now this is the time with Mars in Aries to stage your comeback. figure out what it is you want. This was a good time to do some reflection and figure out, are you where you want to be, or do you want to be doing something different? And take that to the universe. Make that your intent and go forth to have a stronger life that is your true, authentic life. It is be prepared for extremely positive energy and a huge karmic rewards. This marks the completion of old cycles and the opening of new ones with a lot of new opportunities and miracles. But it is on you to take that forward. You need to be looking for them. You need to direct what you want to come to you so that at the end of this year, you're going to be in a much better place. So, now's the time to burn your release. Mine is already burned. You can see the smoke still. Take a deep breath before you burn it. Think about it. And as you see the flame, take the paper and you see the smoke, recognize that that is taking those things that no longer are needed in your life away, opening up space for new opportunities. Okay, now, repeat after me. I release all that no longer serves me or my dreams. I open to all that supports my growth and expansion. I embrace the doorways opening to transform my life. Miracles flow to me in every breath. And take a deep breath. Abundant Mother, moon so bright, hear our pleas upon this night. Your fertile power lend this spell, make it potent, strong, and well. Moon of finest silver wane, take away bad luck and pain. As you fade into the night, bring new hope back into sight. This is what we ask of thee. As we will, so mote it be. Now this would be the point where we would typically release the circle. But what we want to do is talk about knot magic. So Wednesday, we created a braided cingulum. It is braided with 3 colors: pink for healing, pink for love, blue for healing, and green for abundance. And we braided it all the way down. These were 3 9-foot ribbons, and so now they're it's about 5 feet, a little over 5 feet. Once we braided it, then we tied 9 knots in it. And the intent that we put into it was love, health, and abundance for everybody in the world, including Mother Nature. So, everybody that wants to accept it, we're going to release the energy out for all of the Earth's inhabitants, which would be the 2-legged, the 4-legged, the winged, and the finned. And we're going to release the first knot tonight. We will be, then every day for the next 8 days, we're going to release another knot. Now, what we're going to do, the way we're going to do this is, tonight was the full moon, so we're releasing the full moon energy. Tomorrow is a wisdom from Gran, so we will do it at the end of the wisdom from Gran. Tuesday, I'll pop on at 7 o'clock, and this time I'll hit the right button, so I do actually pop on. And it'll take 10 minutes or less to release the knot for that day. And then we'll be doing it at the end of the Wednesday wisdom from Gran. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, will be doing it from Oso because I'm going camping with my children. We won't be doing the knots. Tonight we're doing it in circle. The rest of the nights we won't be doing it in circle, but we will be doing it in sacred space. So what you can do to make your space sacred is to ring a bell. It is to sweep the energy. You can smudge. Any one of those things will make sacred space. It is, so when I made mine, I started with the ribbons all equal and put together. I'm going to come closer here. And I'm going to sit on the ground so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so the top you can see the ribbon is all equal, and the bottom you can see the ribbon is not. And the reason we need to know which is the top and which is the bottom is because you release the knots in the exact same way that you tied them. It is, now, there's 9 knots, but there's actually 11 because you have to have a knot at the beginning to put the braid together and a knot at the ending to have the braid together. So you're going to be releasing from the inside those 2 knots. These 2 knots don't count, okay? It is, now what I would like for you to do is find, if you're doing this, find the ribbon, the top of the ribbon, and then the second knot in is actually the first knot that you tied after the braid, all right? So, put that knot in your fingers, close your eyes, take a deep breath, hold it, and let it go. Do one more, hold, and let it go, and a third breath, and let it go. Now, reach out for the pink energy in the world, the loving energy, and bring that into your heart and let it sit there. Now do the same. Reach out for the blue energy, which is healing energy. And mix the blue and the pink together. And now reach out for the green abundance energy. Mix that with the pink and the blue in your heart. Feel this energy healing you. Now, if you are watching and you don't have the witch's ladder, you don't have your knots, put your hands out like this and simply send that energy down your arms and into either the knot or out into the universe. Now, untie that first knot, and as you untie that knot, see the energy release out into the universe. And say, by knot of 1, my spell is done. Now repeat after me. Lord and Lady, hear our plea. Bless this earth and all who dwell. Keep us happy, prosperous, and well. This is what we ask of thee. as we will, so mote it be. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and release the circle. So, Mother Goddess of both moon and star, who rules all planets near and far, who rules the earth and all within, who sets the time our lives begin, who brings us happiness and mirth, who gives us value and self-worth. With every loving touch she gives unto this plane on which we live, we thank you for your presence here and hold you in our hearts so dear. We bid you hail and farewell. And going to the east, hail guardians of the east, element of air, thank you for attending and blessing our ritual tonight. We ask that you leave your gifts of a fresh breeze and communication to guide us on our way. We bid you hail and farewell. And to the south, hail guardians of the south, element of fire, we thank you for attending and blessing our circle tonight. We ask that you leave with us your warmth and sunshine to help us celebrate the abundance of the earth. We bid you hail and farewell. To the west, hail guardians of the west, element of water, we thank you for attending and blessing our circle tonight. We ask that you leave with us your gifts of intuition and ease of relationships. We bid you hail and farewell. And to the north, hail guardians of the north, element of earth, we thank you for attending and blessing our ritual tonight. We ask that you leave with us your gifts of stability and abundance. We bid you hail and farewell. The circle is open but never broken. May all beings and elementals attracted to this ritual be on their way, harming none. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Thank you for joining me, and I am so sorry that we ended up with such a confusion. I will be a little bit more careful next time. Make sure I hit the right button instead of doing the ritual just by myself. Tomorrow is Wisdom from Gran, and in honor of the 4th of July, we're going to make black bean burgers that I'm going to make on the grill. So I hope you join me. We'll be doing the second knot on the cingulum, and thank you for being with me this evening. Bye bye.